Thank you, Donna. Thanks for your advice. Thanks for your leadership over the past 3 years and for your partnership in getting me ready for this role. I recognize that you've set a very high bar. I'm also endlessly impressed by the depth of experience represented on this board and the willingness of all of you to contribute your time and wisdom to this organization. I appreciate the confidence that the board has expressed in me by allowing me to serve in this role. I want to thank my colleagues at Nixon Peabody, many of whom are on this call tonight, who understand the importance of working on affordable and seniors housing production. And I particularly want to recognize our firm's managing partner, Andrew Glincher, who really encouraged me to join this board 9 years ago. The continual support of my wife, Cheryl, has been central to my work. She's always been a great source of perspective and reflection on all my volunteer efforts, and I really appreciate her support in all of this. So, over 50 years ago, Norman Leventhal, a visionary real estate leader, and other members of Boston's Jewish community, including Judge Rudy Cass, who still serves with us on this board and is with us tonight, saw a need to provide affordable housing for elderly members of our community. Today, we are the stewards of their legacy. I've been on this board for almost 10 years, and I've been incredibly inspired by Amy's passionate leadership and astute judgment as she's built out her leadership team. You've heard about this already from all the speakers. Her passion and competence is evident at every level of the organization, and the work that Amy and her team have done before this year, the growth and professionalism of 2Life, created the foundation for the remarkable and truly life-saving work which this team is performing during this pandemic. As you've heard from Amy and Donna, the 2Life staff is on the front lines every day. 67 key staff members have remained on campuses throughout this pandemic, preparing meals, keeping the buildings in tip-top shape, making improvements to ventilation, disinfecting every nook and cranny. We've recognized their heroism with a special weekly bonus. They work closely with 69 new temporary helping hand workers to deliver over 70,000 meals and even more mail-in packages to our 1,600 plus residents. It's just amazing. And it's the foundation, Donna, that your leadership and the prior chair's leadership in getting us to this point with Amy at the helm that's let us get here. As we roll out the vaccine clinics across our portfolio, we can begin to look past the pandemic and think about what's ahead for 2Life communities. We've grown dramatically since the adoption of our strategic plan in 2014. We now have to flex our institutional muscles and focus on establishing the corporate infrastructure to support our ambitious goals. I see 5 critical areas for this growth. First, our 2014 plan identified middle-income seniors as a key group not being served in today's marketplace. Just as 2Life's founders did 50 years ago, we've set out to address this need. We are nearing the fruition of these efforts with the introduction of Opus Communities, which we hope will fill the gap between subsidized senior housing, which we are really expert at producing, and the high-end market rate seniors housing, which is unaffordable to most seniors in our community. Second, and Donna's shown tremendous leadership in this area, the pandemic has shown how technology can help us better connect with our residents and the entire 2Life family. We need to continually upgrade and enhance our technology to be sure we're using it in the best possible ways for our residents, in our operations, and with our board. Third, walking around our projects, you can see the care and attention to detail in the management operations of our facilities. We need to build on this foundation to assure that our staff has the best-in-class support to maintain our projects and deliver services to our residents. Fourth, we need to enhance our philanthropic development efforts to allow us to continue to create the beautiful housing and supportive services which are the hallmark of 2Life communities. In the past years, we've brought online Brown House in Brookline and Weinberg House in Brighton. Our team is very sophisticated in bringing together a wide range of federal, state, and local funding to create these projects. These funds allow us to construct and keep the lights on, but they do not fund the level of services which make these 2Life communities. We must separately fund those services for each project, and we need to have the ability to raise that money as we go into new cities and towns. Finally, every level of our society is now confronting the legacy of structural racism in America. Our challenge is to maintain 2Life's identity as a Jewish organization while recognizing that we are strengthened and enriched by the diversity of our staff, our board, and our residents, and to affirmatively act to enhance diversity, equity, and inclusion at all levels of our organization. So these are my goals and aspirations for the next few years of my board service at 2Life. breaking ground in our first OPERS community in Newton, bringing in the best technology to serve our constituents, creating best-in-class property management and resident services, enhancing our philanthropy team, and broadening diversity at every level of our organization. I look forward to working with my fellow board members, our fabulous staff, and our residents in moving ahead on these goals. Thank you.